Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the WBBL review. If you don't know me, I'm Mark Milburn and I am responsible for the WBBL review on all the social medias and this podcast here. Now, each week we invite different personalities onto the show from around the league. It has been only players so far, but hopefully soon we will have some owners, some coaches, commentators, different people from around the league for you to get to know and to get the thoughts of how the season's going. Today we are joined by Durham Palatinates star Inma Bautista, and the Durham star talks us through her basketball journey. We've got all the usual features, fans questions, quick fire questions and a rundown of the latest news in the WBBL. Just before we get Inma on to chat to us, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to YouTube, to Apple Podcasts, to Google Podcasts, to Spotify, to wherever you are listening to us. It really means a lot, helps the podcast grow, helps the WBBL get the coverage that it so rightly deserves. So let me know your thoughts, make sure you stick a comment in the box, let me know, send me a message on social media, just let me know your thoughts on this episode and future plans. So it's much appreciated, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get Inma onto the show now.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to kind of get to know you a bit better. So let's start with, where were you born?
Well, I was born in Spain, Madrid. And then I've been like moving to cities when I've been living in Spain. So I pretty much say I'm from Valencia because that was the last city I was living in. But yeah.
So you travel around different parts of Spain.
Yeah, I've been like living like in like 3 cities
Okay.
in 18 years. So yeah.
And when did you start playing basketball?
Well, I started playing basketball when I was like 8 years old, something like that. I started because I saw my brother playing basketball. I was like, okay, I love it. I want to do it. I want to do it too. And I started in the school, and I've been playing since then, haven't stopped. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Is your brother older or younger?
Yeah, he's older. He's 4 years older than me. So he's trying to like get back to it because he's been like stopping for a couple of years. But he's definitely like thinking about like living it and like just focus on his work now.
So you said from about 8. What other sports did you do kind of at school as hobbies when you were growing up?
Well, in Spain, like football is really common. I in my family, like tennis is also like really common as well. So we also play tennis during the summer. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I didn't even really like football, so I just focused on basketball basically.
Fair enough. What other talents do you have? Kind of, let's take basketball aside. What other talents do you have? Like, did you music lessons when you were growing up, that kind of thing?
Yeah, so well, when I was little, I was literally this kid that would do everything. Like I was in a music school as well when I was in the academic school. So I was playing piano and the guitar.
Okay.
At the moment I'm still like playing them, but obviously like not too much because obviously I don't have anything in here. So obviously I'm just playing them when I'm back home. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously I was doing also like doing dancing, really common in Spain as well.
Nice.
But yeah, that's it basically.
Okay. So let's go back to basketball then. So you started playing at 8. Talk us through the first few years of playing. Kind of, when did you start getting involved in teams, and what were your experiences around that?
Well, in Spain, like when you start playing basketball, it's usually like in the schools. But obviously like there is some academies if you want to like get more focus on it. I started in my school where I was like studying as well. And I was just playing with my team. And then when it gets to when I was 16, I like getting like proper like workouts and like going for in basketball camps and stuff. So I went to the Valencia basket camp, and basically they told me if I wanted to go there to play literally that season, like in September. And obviously I couldn't say no. But then obviously like that same summer I decided to go to the Worcester basketball camp that is linked with the Valencia basket. And at that time is when I met Ryan Emery. and he saw me playing basketball, and he said like, listen, we want you to come here whenever you want to do university. We'll offer you a sports scholarship, and you will be able to play whilst you're studying. I was like, okay, this is like my
Yeah.
dream. Like, like I've always wanted to do that. So obviously that same September in 2016, I moved to Valencia with my brother. I played for Valencia Basket for like 2 years. And then when I was 18, I came here to the UK. I played for Worcester. I did my university, got graduated, and then Gloucester, and then here I am in Durham.
So getting to hear that from Ryan at such a young age that like, yeah, we definitely want you to come, like when you're ready for university, come across here. That must feel good at such a young age.
yeah, I mean, like my parents have always told me to like know what my preferences are, like to make sure I follow my dreams. So obviously since I was little, I really loved basketball. So I really just wanted to focus on basketball at that point. Like even when I was 12, I was like, okay, I want to play basketball like a high level. And obviously like that summer it was like, okay, I need to focus on if I want to get there, like I need to start now, because if not, it's gonna be too late. Um obviously I'm happy that my parents like pushed me as well to get to that point where I was like, okay, this is the time. If I don't do it now, it'll be like, it'll be late. So yeah, I mean, I was really lucky in that sense because I had like so many opportunities at that time. But obviously, like I knew I worked so hard for that. So obviously, like, I'm proud of myself, I can
Yeah.
say.
So coming across to England for university, that must have been nerve-wracking, bit scary.
Yeah, honestly, like obviously the 2 years before coming to the UK, I wasn't living with my parents. I was just living with my brother. So it wasn't like that big of a change because I was like, okay, I've been like living without my parents for like 2 years. Like I kind of like I'm mature enough to like not move to another country, like obviously the language and stuff. But it was great to like come to another country, learn a new language, and just trying to like get better in basketball and like like I don't know, it was great. It was just great.
So your English is very good. So when did you learn English? Was that when you were younger, when you came across? When did that happen?
Well, I've been studying English since I was like little.
Yeah.
Obviously, like in Spain, like everyone studies that in the school. But I would say like my level wasn't really good when I came here, if I'm honest. It was really bad. Like people would talk to me and I would just laugh because I wouldn't know like what to say. Yeah, it was actually a little bit embarrassing. But obviously the first few months when I got to the UK, it was pretty hard because I just wouldn't understand anything. But I obviously tried to like make really good relationship with my teammates, with other people at my lectures, people outside of basketball and university, and that will help me to like improve my English. And yeah, I mean, I can say that I'm pretty like native right now. Like it can be like it's not my first language, but I can speak it like really
Yeah.
fluent. So.
So talk us through those 3 years at Worcester. Kind of what did you study and what were some of the experiences you had at Worcester?
Well, I studied business, economics, and finance. In terms of like university, I really liked it. Like numbers is my thing, so I really loved like that side of accounting and finance. So the 3 years were nice. Obviously, a little bit like intense and like stressful because obviously combining sports and studying at the same time is hard. But obviously, like it's just time management. If you're like organized and you get everything like on time, you'll be fine. And in terms of basketball, like I felt like I improved so much. Like having Ryan, like he's a great coach. He's been always like really like fair and tough like towards me,
Yeah.
which made me like improve like so much as a player. And obviously like having that support from him give me like that confidence that I needed probably to like get to the level where I'm at now. And I don't know, I love the girls there. Like sometimes I still like going there to visit them and like spend some time with them because yeah, it was great. It was great those 3 years.
So that was kind of Division One basketball, wasn't it, at Worcester?
Yeah.
And then what made you take the leap with Gloucester? How did that opportunity come around? Talk us through how you joined Gloucester.
So obviously, when I finished university in 2021, uh, to play for Ryan because our goal was basically to like make Gloucester Wolves to get promoted to WBBL. So like it was a really nice project to be in. Obviously, I was there during that summer, like just working out, making sure I was ready for that season, and basically Jay Mario contacted me and he said, hey, we're creating a WBBL team down the road. We would love you to have you. I had a couple of video calls with him. He will talk to me. We'll see the situation, how it will be. And like I know that project with the Worcester Wolves, it was like really exciting, and I was like, it was really important for me. But also like getting to WBBL, like that was my goal to when I go here to the UK. So obviously it was an opportunity that I couldn't say no. Like all the terms, like it was just great, and I would say I'm happy I took that chance to like get to WBBL because I feel like that was the step to get into this league, to get to other people to know me. And yeah, I mean, Gloucester, when we were at Gloucester, like I really liked it. Obviously, like it was a hard season because injuries, so many changes. Obviously it was hard like mentally to like just focus on basketball because there was like so many things like going on. But like at the end of the year, like I really enjoyed it. I feel like I ended the season like pretty well. And yeah, I mean, it was good. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you had re-signed for their second season in the WBBL. Kind of what happened during the summer?
Well, so during the summer, obviously, like after the season finished, my goal was to like carry on playing WBBL.
Yeah.
So obviously, like I had conversations with Jay about like coming back and stuff. And once I signed the contract, I was like, okay, like I need to make sure I'm in shape. I'm ready to go because I wanted to do this season like really well. So I literally was working out, doing like indie videos with one of the top coaches in Spain, doing the scrimmages, going gym. So I was just getting ready, and then obviously I came to Gloucester. Everything happened. It was tough start of the season, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And if it happens, it happened for a reason. And now I'm here and I'm happy.
So yeah, Gloucester obviously made that decision to be no more, I guess. Then was it a frantic case of ringing different coaches, trying to talk us through how you found Durham?
Sorry that I didn't hear that last part.
Oh,
My service is really bad. I'm sorry.
that's fine. It's fine. I was just saying, like, was it a case of you ringing around different coaches, and was it a case of like, please, can I come to you and play for you, or talk us through how you found Durham?
Yeah, so obviously as soon as we found out, it was tough because obviously like we all wanted that to work out and to play there, but as soon as we found out, everyone went crazy. Like we just wanted to play for a team. Like we didn't want to throw this year to the bin. Like we just wanted to like play basketball because that's what we all love. And basically I started to reach out teams. Like I reached out a couple of teams in WBBL. I know that I had like some options in Division One. I for a couple of like times I was thinking about like going back to Worcester Wolves because obviously it was like my home and I really loved it there. But obviously my first goal was like to carry on playing WBBL. So when I found out Durham could be one of the options, I was like, okay, there's no question about it. Like I'm there 100%. So obviously I was talking to Lee and yeah, everything like was really good in the video call and the calls, and I was like, okay, like this sounds great. I don't want to like lose any time. I just want to be there playing with you all, and here I am. So I'm just happy I made that decision, if I'm honest.
And there was plenty of rumours going around about Durham as well at the start of the season. Obviously 3 weeks into the season, they hadn't played a game, all that kind of thing. Were you slightly concerned at that point again?
Yeah, honestly, I thought I was like, I don't know. I thought I had like really bad lag at that point, and I was like, okay, what's going on? Like, that's the university telling me to not play basketball. Like, I don't get it. So obviously, when I was hearing the rumors and stuff, obviously like from the conversation that I was talking to Lee, that wasn't like 100% true. So I just wanted to see it myself. So I was like, okay, listen, if you're telling me, I trust you. Like, I just want to play basketball. If you give me a spot, I'll be there.
Mhm.
And but obviously at the start, it was a little bit concerned. The first week here, like it was a little bit like up and down, up and down. I was like, I just want to play basketball. Like, I don't think it's that difficult, you know? Like,
Yeah,
but obviously, like there was a couple of problems, but I mean, we're back on track. Like, we're good. And yeah.
yeah. I think something people don't see with the WBBL kind of teams is the books competition going on like during the week. So I mean, obviously, a lot of players just play WBBL, but obviously yourselves play in the books competition during the week. Is that how do you manage that workload?
Well, to be fair, like me and my other teammate that came from Gloucester, like we are not studying at the moment, so we're just playing WBBL.
Yeah,
I was talking this morning because we had a really tough session, and I was talking to Jess Wayne, and I was like, "Yo, girl, I don't know how you do it, but I'm tired. Like, I don't know how you're gonna play tomorrow." Like honestly, like the workload like is actually like quite high. Like we train Monday, Tuesday, then me and Eliza have like shooting sessions and then
yeah,
SNC, but they have a game, and then Thursday, Friday training as well, and then
okay.
weekend. Like it's actually like pretty tough on her, but I prefer to do that than stay in my home, laying in bed and doing nothing. So, I mean, I can't complain. You know, I'm doing what I want, what I love at the moment. Like I'm just playing basketball, so that's all I need. So.
And you said in the summer you were kind of making sure you were ready for the season with Gloucester. Obviously, it turns out to be Durham. You started the season well, at 10 point, averaging 10 points a game, a step above last year with I think it was about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your individual season started?
Well, obviously, it's been a tough start of the season. Obviously, I just wanted to play basketball. So the first game that we got here was the cup up against Manchester. That was a
Yeah,
great game. I feel like everyone was ready to play. We had like pretty much 4 or 5 players in double digits, which is like the main goal for the team. And then personally, I think I've been doing well. I feel like I can give more of me because I know I can. But obviously, my main goal at the start of the season it was like to improve those stats from last year because I know I could give more from that. So I feel like I'm doing well. Obviously, I need to like get better in some areas, but in terms of like that, like I'm enjoying it. Hopefully, we'll start like getting the wins. We'll get to that point where we all connect 100% as a team, and I'm just excited to get to that point to see like how we do and where we can go. You know.
yeah. You talk about that cup game against Manchester. That your next game is the next round of the cup against Essex. How much are you looking forward to that one?
Oh, we're really looking forward to it. Like we just want to advance to the next stage. And I feel Essex is a really good team. They have a really good coach and they play really well as a team. But I feel like during this week we have improved a lot. We know who they are last week, but now we know more like how they team wise. So we're just really excited to like see how we do, like how we show how much we've improved in this literally in this week, and hopefully we'll get the win.
You talking about your conversations with Lee that kind of got you to Durham in the first place, but obviously it's Matt Newby who's the head coach at the moment. What's it like playing for Matt?
Well, I know Matt for a couple of years already because he
Worcester, wasn't
used
he?
to, yeah, he used
Yeah.
to play to be the head coach for the BBL Worcester
Mhm.
Wolves. So at that time, I was playing for the Worcester Wolves woman, and I knew him from there. And I really like Matt. Like he's a great coach. He's a great man. And he's funny. So like when I found out that it was gonna be him coaching us, I was like, okay, this is great. So like I've been enjoying it, like having him as a coach. I like his basketball like mentality and view of on how to play and I really like it. So we are all really happy that he's here, that he's helping us to carry on with the team. So yeah, hopefully we'll give him like some wins because he's desperate. Like he doesn't like to lose. So I mean, not one does, but yeah,
I
it's
know
great.
I was at the game on Sunday, and he seemed quite a lot of the time he was kind of trying to give you as a collective group the confidence to take the shot when you had, because there was a few times that certain players had loads of space, an open shot, and they're looking for the pass instead of going for that shot. I noticed that a few times, and he was like, just go up, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all need to like get more confidence on us. Like I feel we're at that point that we're like 50% trusting on what we can do, but there's literally this other 50 that
Mm-hmm.
we know that we can, but we just need to get to that point. And once we get there, like it's gonna be great. And I know that Matt trust like have so much confidence on us, and he's been saying it that he loves to coach us, like he's been really enjoying it. So hopefully like it'll carry on this way, like we will like keep getting better every week and get the wins.
Right, so I put like a post on social media about having some fans questions. So I've got a couple for you now. Uh, what is the best thing about Durham?
I mean, the facilities are great. Like I'll say the city is really nice as well. um but yeah, the girls, I would say the girls, like they've made us like being like really welcoming to the team. They are great, like they're funny, like we always have a good time together. So yeah, I would say the girls.
What is your most embarrassing moment on court?
um Okay, I don't know if it's embarrassing, but it's actually pretty funny. I remember when I was playing for Worcester Wolves, we were playing, I think it was the first game in Division One. So obviously I was like nervous about it. And I think I fouled a girl, and I didn't know we were in bonus. Like I wasn't like paying attention at that point. So she went to the free throw line, and I was literally right in front, like facing, like face to face, like guarding her. And she's like, "Sorry, I have to shoot free throws." And I said, like, "Oh shit, like my bad," because I didn't realize. But I mean, it was quite embarrassing because it was on live and everyone was laughing about it. But I mean, it is what it is.
So yeah, I thought you might have said, because I've heard an interview you did with Worcester a couple of years
Yeah.
ago now about forgetting your shoes to a game.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh boy. I swear, like since then, every single person has been asking me, like, "Are you bringing your shoes?" It was so bad. Like I'm in my house. I'm just gonna say that I was really sick. I was really ill, so I wouldn't like. I wasn't thinking about it. But yeah, I forgot my shoes, and we were like playing in Oxford, and I was like, okay, there's no way I can go back and get my shoes. So yeah.
You'll never forget them again.
Oh no, trust me, I never forget them again.
We'll finish off with some quick fire questions just to get to know you better. So we'll start off with, do you prefer McDonald's or KFC?
Oh, McDonald's.
99% of people say McDonald's.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's the fries. I'm telling you.
what's your favorite Netflix or like TV series?
I would say How to Get Away with Murder.
Okay, I've never seen that. Never seen
Oh,
that.
I recommend that to you for sure.
Do you prefer tea or coffee?
Hmm. I mean, I'm not really a coffee fan. Like since I've been like here in the UK, I've been drinking more tea, so I'm gonna say tea.
What's your favorite jersey number and why?
Oh, number 8, and it's because it's my brother's number as well, so it reminds me of him.
Favorite Disney film?
Oh, Ratatouille.
Oh, nice.
I don't
Nice.
know why, but I just love that film.
What annoys you the most?
Oh, um, hmm. When people are really loud, like when they're eating and like they're chewing like really loud. Oh, I hate that. That's a no for me.
What's your game day routine?
Um, well, basically, so I always make like carbonara pasta. Like that's my go-to. And
Yeah.
then I also to play like, the same playlist music because it gets me like on the mood.
Do you prefer to assist or score the basket?
Hmm. I mean, depending on the score, if it's a 3-1, I get a 3-1.
What's your favorite meal and why?
Meal in terms of like if pizza or burger
Yeah,
or
yeah. Like, what's your go-to tea?
I would say paella, Spanish
Okay,
paella.
nice. What's your like best moment, your favorite moment on court?
Mm. I would say the start of the game because it's when I'm like really like excited and like I have all these butterflies in my stomach. But also like the end of the game only if it's a win, obviously, because it's just like everyone celebrate together and like I don't know, it's just such a happy moment, you know.
Yeah, if it's a loss, it's just straight back to the changing room. Like, it's
Oh,
just
just, like don't talk to me.
what's top of your bucket list?
Bucket list. Hmm. I don't know. I've always wanted to do skydiving.
Yeah,
How do you say it?
yeah, skydiving.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always wanted to do that. I don't know. It's like, yeah.
Pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
I love the confidence. There we
Oh
go.
my God. Yeah, great.
Favorite snack?
Hmm. I'm gonna say carrots with hummus. I don't know. I've been like obsessed with it.
Who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
Of all time, like okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys are gonna know, but his name is Jose Manuel Calderon. He's a
Okay.
Spanish. He's a Spanish guard. He was great. He was wearing number 8 as well. One of the reasons why my brother and I are wearing it. And he was just a great point guard and great teammate. So yeah.
Do you follow any teams kind of in different basketball leagues around the world? Do you have like a team that you follow?
Well, yeah, I love Barcelona basketball.
Okay.
There's a couple of players there that I just love how they play, like Mirotic, Abrines, like so many others. It's just great to see them play. To be fair, like, it's just beautiful.
So how does that work coming from Madrid then? How does that work?
I mean, you know, like my family is really like against Real Madrid. Like we don't really like Real Madrid.
Right,
So
okay. Okay.
so obviously in basketball, it's just Barcelona. I don't know. I just really like it.
That's fair. That's fair. What would you say your main strength was as a basketball player?
I would say my shooting. Um, but obviously like I've been like trying to improve in other areas. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like obviously with in this start of the season, like I haven't been like really good at 3-point shot, but I've been like more so like pull ups or like probably like attacking more to the basket. So yeah.
Before I ask the last question, I just want to say thank you for taking the time out to talk to us. It's been fascinating to get to know you better and hear your journey and kind of what you're looking forward to for this season. So a huge thank you.
No, honestly, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Inma, for that brilliant interview and for taking the time to talk to us. It means a lot that the players are so free with their time to come and talk to us. I don't kind of take it lightly, so thank you so much. Let's get cracking with the latest news in the WBBL. Let's go for the latest results first. We only had 3 games in the WBBL this week. Sheffield Hatters put down a marker as possibly London Lions' closest challengers this weekend with a top away performance against Sevenoaks. 63-79 it finished. Carly, the mail lady, Murphy, thanks Josh Bett for that nickname, delivering once again with 22 points, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. What a start Carly has made to this season. And Sheffield, they've got London next, so that's going to be a quality game. Newcastle and Essex played out a thriller in the northeast as Essex started the stronger of the two teams, pulled quite a way ahead, but Newcastle made a comeback second, third quarter, and it was nip and tuck in the last quarter, but Essex just had enough. 65-69. Sune Swart again, another top performance, 15 points, 12 rebounds and 5 blocks. Another game in the northeast the weekend to round off the action saw Leicester visit Durham. The Riders completed the hat-trick for the away teams this weekend as they took the win comfortably, 48-92. Ashley Arlen with Eva's Player of the Week performance as she finished with 24 points and 8 rebounds. The winner's interview will be available soon between Eva and Ashley. So make sure you check that out across our socials and on our YouTube channel. Another huge shout out to Kumesh Patel, head coach of the Riders, for kitting out Eva with a Riders top. She just about took it off before school on the Monday. Let's look forward to the weekend then. So there were the results from last weekend. Let's look forward to the 5 games that are on this weekend. The Cup quarterfinals are this weekend. We've got Essex hosting Durham, Sevenoaks making that long trip to Caledonia to avenge the defeat in Scotland last month. Who knows? Hatters travelling to London at Auckland on Saturday night. And on the Sunday, Nottingham host Leicester Riders. Auckland's do play Cardiff this weekend, but in the Championship, not in the Cup. Let's have a look at some of those matchups then. Sevenoaks Gladiators matchup really does kind of pique an interest. That was a close game last month, and I do think that's one to watch out for this week. Also, Sheffield Hatters in London. I think they only lost by 8 a couple of weeks ago. Another European trip in London's legs, an unfamiliar venue. Could this be the end of the streak? We'll have to wait and see. Make sure you tune in on Saturday night, 7 p.m. tip. Right, okay, moving away from that, let's go to our socials. So you may have noticed that our competition went live this week to win tickets for the WBBL, BBL, Cup, Trophy or Playoff Final. You get to pick which one if you win. Make sure you check out Facebook, Twitter and Instagram on all the details and how to enter. May as well stick an entry in. Tickets to a final. Brilliant prize. Just before we finish, a huge shout out to London Lions for their win in Europe last week. Amazing performance, amazing win. Long may it continue, and let's see how many wins we can get in Europe. Thank you so much for everyone who takes the time to listen to this. Again, it's just me, and Eva helps me out as well. But all the comments, all the likes, it just means so much, and it helps keep going and give the league the coverage and the platform that it deserves. So make sure you like this video, tell me what you think, subscribe so you don't miss any of the future content, because we've got loads coming up, more in-game highlights and kind of in-venue interviews, more from the podcast. Obviously each week we'll have a different guest, so just make sure you don't miss out on any of the brilliant content we've got coming your way. And that's a wrap. We'll see you very soon.